Oh, there's one. There's a flathead. Classic flathead. Yes. Alright guys, little sandy, not huge but it's good to get a fish. Tiny little fella. We'll get him back. This lure is literally one of the best flathead lures I've ever seen. So we've got this sandbank, we've got the wind on our backs, so that we can still cast these small lures a little distance. So really small lures. I'm going to do another what's catching soon, because flathead season for this central Queensland is starting to heat up in the cooler months. So we'll do a what's catching soon, explaining my favourite lures for this time of year. Yeah, I'm just using the little Savage Gear minnow. That Savage Gear doesn't actually make it anymore. Atomic does still, so you can still get it from Atomic. I'll try and find it, and I'll try and leave the link in the description for you guys. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Really simple. There's another one. Yeah, the boys! Really simple, jig. While I was talking about it, okay, let's get this puppy back. There he is. He's tiny, even smaller than the last one. Yeah, little sand flathead. Chuck him back. Yeah, really small. Shredded up the finger. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Really simple. He's chucking a soft plastic. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, really simple technique. Anyone can do it. I'm doing it, so that means anyone can do it. So yeah. You got one? Oh yeah, the boys. Rip into him. Kato is, yes. Come on, big fella. Come on, big fella. Come on, big Reek. The camera's on you. It's a monster. It's just burning in now. Oh, he's a spicy one. He's a spicy. Yeah. Nice.
Look at that second cast. Put soft plastic on. As soon as I put a hard body on. Second cast. Best pair of pliers I ever had. Oh wow.
Hold on.
You ready? Going. Lovely.
Yeah, the boys. How's that? 3 flathead in a day. That's a record of sorts. We need some bigger ones.
Yeah, I've got to say, I'm not happy with them, but they're...
Yeah, we're not complaining, but
they're off
the smaller side.
small...
Especially that second one I caught. Stinking stonker. Love with these flathead, it's like they have that initial bite, and then it's like it feels like it came off, and you did the same thing as me.
Wow, they just keep getting bigger. All I hear is you talking, and then you just stop talking.
Yeah, the initial hit is like, oh yeah, and then I think he came off. Here he is, monster, biggest of the day. They're aggressive. Focus, there we go. Alright guys, I've noticed that I don't do a lot of talking about what kind of gear I use in my videos, and I believe it's important that I do. So in this video we caught a few flathead. It wasn't really anything special, but the same tactics and stuff we were worked for the bigger flathead. None of the bigger ones were around that day, so we didn't get a lot of big ones, but hopefully you still enjoyed it. I'm going to show you what gear I like using for flathead, especially on the flats, and particularly land-based, but it's really good on the boat as well. Pretty much just anywhere for flathead and for flats fishing, this combo is the ultimate. You guys have seen me use it before, but I'm just going to show it to you, and if you like it, you guys can go pick up one yourself. I'll leave all the links in the description for you guys, so that you know, so that you can pick up one for yourself if you're interested. So yeah, let's just get into it. The reel is the Daiwa AdX 2000. This one goes for about $150 at BCF, which is where I get most of my fishing tackle from. So far, it's a lovely reel. It's one of the best reels I've ever owned. I got it for about 150 bucks about 2 years ago now. It's working as good as the day as I got it. One thing I do like about it, and a lot of the reels I buy, is it's easy to maintain. It's something I can still pull apart. I'm a bit rough on my gear. I know a lot of the people I film with are a bit rough on their gear as well. So it's very good for maintaining, because you know, you can drop it in the water, you drop it in the sand. It's really easy to just pull apart and then clean it up properly, just re-grease it and everything like that, which is what I do quite a bit, because I like maintaining my reels properly, so it's nicer to use. So yeah, it's an awesome little reel. I know it's a small thing, but that handle is one of the best things ever. It's super comfortable to use. It's quite large for the reel size, so it's just really comfortable. I know it's only small, but these things add up, and it's just it's a great thing to have on this reel. I think it's got some like 9 or 10 ball bearings, which is insane for such a small reel. It's so smooth. I don't know. I haven't felt many spinning reels that are as smooth as this. It's just really the ultimate spinning reel, in my opinion, for light fishing on a budget. Obviously, there would be better ones out there on the market that are a bit more expensive, but if you're looking for a budget reel, I believe this AdX is the ultimate spinning reel for a budget flats fishing combo. It's just so great. I can't fault anything about it. Everything is just well worth the 150 bucks, which is not really a heap when it comes to fishing reels. The rod is, they don't make it anymore. Yeah, this is a Daiwa Crest. They do not make this rod anymore. It is my favorite rod I've ever seen. It's 6'10". Yeah, focus. You really need, for a rod for flats fishing and land-based fishing, you really need something about 6'10" and upwards. 7 foot is really the ultimate one length for a land-based fishing rod, so you can get the distance even when you're chucking the smaller lures. This is 2 to 5 kilo, so it's still pretty light. It's more of a flathead and brim kind of combo. I've caught barra on it. I'll leave that video linked in the description as well. So it is one of the most amazing rods I've ever used. They don't make it anymore, sadly. It's kind of sad because it's one of my favorite rods ever. It's got some great features. I have a second favorite flats rod that I will leave linked in the description. I believe it's one of the closest ones they have to this. So far I haven't found anything that is quite like this rod. So when this breaks, I'm gonna cry in my room for about a year. But yeah, it is an excellent rod. It can get the distance on the smaller lures, and it can still use the big lures. It's got some excellent power in it, so it can turn the bigger fish as well, not just the flathead and stuff. I've caught a whole range of different fish on this. I can't fault it. It's a shame they don't make it anymore, but I'll leave my second favorite rod linked in the description, so you guys can pick up one yourself. So yeah, I'm running, if you're interested, I'm running 12-pound braid on this, 12-pound Kato braid. I'll leave that linked in the description as well. Preferable leader for flathead is 12 to 20. You can even go 30, but I prefer 12 or 20 pound, so that if you do get anything bigger than a flathead, you'll still be able to stop it. But yeah, just 12-pound main line. You can go even lighter, but this rod is a bit of an all-rounder for me, so I use it for pretty much everything and anything. So yeah, I've gone 12-pound. It still works excellent for flathead around my area. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope it was helpful. I know there wasn't a lot of big fish, but I hope it was still enjoyable to watch, and that you were able to pick up a couple of tips from this little end segment. So yeah guys, make sure you smash that like button if you did enjoy it. Make sure you share it with your friends. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do that down below. I've got some amazing content coming out and some awesome ideas over this winter for flathead and queenfish and other things like that. So yeah guys, make sure you subscribe and we'll see you next time.